I actually shot this video a while ago, and there are no ends to videos that talk about how ridiculously expensive eReWHoN is. And honestly, I always find the nuts in a jar extremely absurd. $14 for nuts and granola that you can buy in bulk and throw it into a cheap masonry jar that you can also buy in bulk. And they want to charge $14 for it. But I thought these spring rolls were really cool, and it's kind of like a cool fusion between Japanese and Vietnamese food. So I liked the idea a lot. So I decided I want to make it for myself. $14.99 for ones with like some kind of fish inside. It's probably not a bad price until you realize you go back and look at the videos I shot of it. There's barely any protein inside. Like, they give you the hint of whatever fish they're putting inside, and then they use the cheapest pre-cooked shrimp, and it's mostly just vegetable with hint of protein. And the one that they did have one that was just vegetable. It was like $13.99, just all vegetable. Honestly, it's like really cheap ingredients. It's not as expensive as some of the ridiculous stuff they have there, but it's still kind of expensive, and they're really not giving you very much for it. But I really like the idea, so A+ for that. So I'm gonna make my own, and I'm gonna put in a lot more protein, way more than they did. And you know, first things first, you probably have to get a lot of these ingredients from the Asian supermarket. These spring roll paper, sometimes you do see them in American markets, but it's a lot easier to find and greater variety in Asia supermarket. And I'm using stuff to make it a nice little refreshing for summer. Some romaine lettuce, some green onions, and you know, things to fill it, like cucumbers. Add a little extra crunch to it. And I'm pushing a little bit more into like the Japanese theme of it, where I'm kind of making it like a hand roll, or cut roll. I don't know, whichever one you want to go with, and including a little more of that element to it. So I'm using, and look at that generous piece of tuna I just stuck in there with some of those green leaves. They kind of bittery, a little bit of peppery, and I do like them quite a bit. So I'm just throwing whatever I want in them. Some soy sauce to give it a little scent. You might want to put a lot more salt into it, because I found out later that I definitely could use a little more salt. And I made some sushi rice. I'm doing some air quotes here because those sushi rices, it's just rice with mixed in a little bit of vinegar and salt and a little bit of sake. And I decided to add a piece of seaweed for additional crunch and flavor. And now you're gonna roll it. If you're good at rolling this, sure, probably roll it as tight as you can. But you also have to be careful. Some of the items are kind of sharp and they will poke through those paper. And you probably do not need to let the spring roll paper sit for this long, because it does stick to the cutting board, as you can see it as I struggle to peel it off the cutting board here. You don't need to let it sit this long. You just need it to be softened, and then you can roll it. A little more structure would be fine. It probably would have made it a lot easier to roll it right now. But look at that beautiful roll as that piece of rice just full up. All right, let's do another one. And remember, you could get as creative as you want. Put whatever you want into this, honestly. It's up to you. You could just buy sashimi from like some local Japanese supermarket. Now I'm putting in some nice fatty salmon roll. I'm pretty sure with this amount of meat, it probably costs more than $14.99. But I also have a lot of it, and I did put in generous amounts of it. And I actually was able to make quite a lot. I didn't do a price breakdown analysis on this because honestly, I'm hungry and I wanted to eat this. So I just wanted to make it and eat it at this point. I'm spending way too much time on this already, but it's kind of fun. It's a nice, cool thing you could do with your friends and family if you want, or have it all prepared nicely. Look at that roll. Look at that. Nice. And just very beautiful. And then I decided to do one with salmon roll, because I really do like the crunch of those salmon rolls, especially when those little rolls just pop in your mouth. It's delicious. And as you can see, very generous with the amount of the seafood item. So I went through and basically assemble it together. It's kind of fun. You can pre-assemble it ahead. You probably need to keep it in the refrigerator since some of the items are kind of raw. So anyway, I hope you guys try to make it and enjoy it yourself. Have some fun with it. Do whatever you want. It's a creative, nice little recipe. So I hope you enjoy. Cheers.